In this video, we're going to give you a brief overview of the first 2 days of the Russian invasion of Ukraine. As the field is swamped with information, the majority of which is unverified or even maliciously false, we're not going to talk so much about the minute-by-minute updates. Rather, we're going to give you a lay of the land and orient you to the general direction of Russian offensives. Ukraine itself is surrounded on 3 sides. It borders Belarus to the north, mainland Russia to the northeast and east, Russian-annexed Crimea to the south, and the Russian-aligned Transnistria to the southwest. Ukraine also has a significant coastline on the Black Sea, which the Russian Navy completely dominates. Ukraine's 2 largest cities are particularly vulnerable. Kyiv, which is Ukraine's capital, is only 75 kilometers from the Belarusian border, and Kharkiv is only 40 kilometers from the Russian border. Ukraine also borders several NATO members, being Poland, Slovakia, Hungary, and Romania, which provide ground-based avenues of aid for the time being. Following early morning missile strikes on February 24th against airfields, military depots, and other key targets, the Russians breached the Ukrainian border on 3 sides. In the northwest, Russian forces have their sights set on the Ukrainian capital of Kyiv. The intent here is almost certainly a decapitation strike to quickly remove the Ukrainian government. However, as of day 3, Kyiv has not yet been encircled, and pre-invasion fires failed to destroy its command chain and air force. The first prong, advancing south from Belarus through the Chernobyl exclusion zone, breached the border at around 11 a.m. on February 24th and managed to place itself in Kyiv's northern suburbs by February 25th. Meanwhile, the second and third axes on the eastern side of the Dnieper River pushed in the direction of Chernihiv and Konotop, with their ultimate goal being eastern Kyiv. Although Ukrainian defenses at Chernihiv, anchored by the 1st Tank Brigade, were holding at the time of recording, the besieged Konotop is reported to have fallen. Both cities lie on major highways that lead directly to Kyiv. Meanwhile, to the south, Russian forces in Crimea breached the border and advanced along 2 general axes. The first advanced northwest towards river crossings on the Dnieper. With stiff resistance at the Antonovsky Bridge in Kherson's east, the Russians established a bridgehead at Novokakhovka on February 25th. In addition to establishing a crossing over the river, this move also placed the North Crimean Canal under their control. The next day, the Russians re-secured the Antonovsky Bridge, but not Kherson proper. Beyond securing passage over the Dnieper, it's unclear what this prong's ultimate objectives are. Depriving Ukraine of its coast on the Black Sea via an advance on Odessa is a possibility, but just as likely would be establishing a defensive perimeter on the western bank of the Dnieper in the vicinity of Mykolaiv. Meanwhile, to the east, another prong advanced towards Melitopol, with their apparent objective being to link up with the Eastern Front at Mariupol. While Melitopol remained contested on February 25th, Russian forces partially bypassed the city, allegedly advancing east towards Berdyansk and northeast towards Tokmak. This puts the coastal city of Mariupol at risk of encirclement. On the actual line with the separatist Donetsk and Luhansk People's Republics, Ukrainian defensives held with little change on the first 2 days, except for in the direction of Mariupol. To their north, though, the Russians staged an attack in the direction of Kharkiv and Sumy, although as of February 26th, Ukrainian defenses there held. Although there is no way of knowing beyond a shadow of a doubt Russia's intent beyond their immediate objectives of capturing those cities, it's possible they may attempt to encircle Ukrainian troops on the demarcation line with the separatist breakaways. As the region has been in conflict since 2014, a significant number of Ukrainian units are deployed there. This is, of course, speculation, but if true, Russian and separatist forces in the DPR and LPR could merely be a fixing force preventing the Ukrainians from moving. This could explain why there hasn't been much change in this region, but again, this is just my speculation. With this in mind, you can also learn what types of Ukrainian military units were in play prior to the invasion here. We'll see you over there.